shifted your view on the propensity for the Bank of England to shift rates?
No.
Ugh.
Long question.
Long question to get me a short answer.
Big build-up. Nothing has changed. The Bank of England may be introducing some two-way risk. There may be a bit of trying to move the forwards to do the work for them. The Maradona effect, as they call it, but nothing's really changed. It's complicated for the Bank of England because the data was quite exuberant in that post-Brexit period. But we're now looking at the repercussions and looking at the debt and looking at consumer debt and credit card borrowing and what's happening in the housing market and with mortgages. And the Bank of England's got a huge amount of incoming data, and ultimately I don't see how they can be sure that inflation is going to go much higher from here. Maybe inflation is peaking already. Now, you don't forget the forwards were indicating a move towards 4% inflation shortly after Brexit. We haven't actually had a print that's gone through that. So the market moves very quickly to build in the expectations of something that's going to happen, and the gilt market isn't going to do anything. Sterling's not going to do much if inflation doesn't go beyond what's already been put in the price.
So you don't buy into the argument of the hawks of the BOE that some of this inflation that's been introduced by the weak pound, some of that is going to turn into secondary inflation, and they see inflation above 3% over the forecast horizon.
It comes back to what we said before. I mean, where's the pricing power of labour? And you know, the UK is not unique in this regard, and it's a global phenomenon. It's happening everywhere. It's happening in the Eurozone, in Asia, the US. So there isn't a great deal of pricing power. Yes, we get these short-term blips in inflation that are sterling induced, but a sustained break higher.
So you don't think the Phillips curve works, but it just works with a big lag, works late, and we get some wage inflation that way?
I think it's only part of the story, and I don't think, I really don't think it's something that the Bank of England is going to worry about. It was only a few years ago now when they let inflation run hot, way before Carney's time.
Yes.
We had inflation pushing 4 to 5%.
Evan King had to write lots of letters.
Lots of letters, yeah. And so we were overshooting for 2 to 3 years on inflation. So just remember, that's the kind of Bank of England we have.
I suppose it's